Hello, and thank you so much for joining us for this presentation. I'm so sorry you weren't able to make it Saturday, but thank you so much for just listening to this. Now, I'm going to give you the Cliffs Notes version of what we did on Saturday because I know nobody wants to sit for an hour and listen to a PowerPoint presentation, so I'm going to jump right into this. What we do at Ekata is focus on the basic principle of mindfulness as applied to movement and applied to our lives. This basic fundamental principle has to do with really just being in the experience of life, learning how to shift and control our thoughts so that we can have a positive experience of life, we can reduce stress, and we can be healthy. Our mission statement is to fuse ancient tradition with science and technology. We empower and liberate our members through physical expression, thus opening the gateway to mental and spiritual health. Our objective is to take these very old Eastern practices and then applying them in a context where we integrate Western sports science. So we derive the benefit of these very old practices, but at the same time, really view this from a scientific perspective. The benefits are very clear: reduction of stress, increased discipline in our lives, a realignment of the thoughts, health, mobility, and a happy, healthy state of mind. Now, I can give you all the validated scientific data, but it really doesn't speak as loudly as when people are actually going through this.
I love coming here. My children have grown so much. They're very shy. They don't really interact, and I feel that now they participate more. They are learning how to be well balanced children. I feel that they understand the gift that they're receiving here as far as physical and mental and spiritual exactly. So I just think that they're benefiting so much more than I ever expected.
I've been a member of Ekata for a year and a half now, and I have seen a great increase and improvement in my emotional intelligence overall. I first started here and did meditation and found I was more in control of my feelings and found better ways to cope with negative emotions. And as a result, I found myself really embracing life for what I wanted it to be because I had to find a way to get out of my own way. And by taking the time to really settle down, take some time for myself, and relax, made a huge impact. In addition, taking on Jeet Kune Do has also helped me find my inner strength. I've met wonderful people. I have a lot of great energy now as a result, and I'm definitely happy to be a member here.
I want to learn martial arts and self-defense because I feel like a lot of boys and people are just like, no, young girls are not as physically capable as boys are and they can't do any of this stuff. And it's just very, I don't know, it's not, it makes us feel like we're like less than we really are. And I feel like if something ever happened and they're like, oh yeah, girls can't do this, and so we're an easy target, and then we go up and try, and we just like completely, I don't really know what to say, like we can actually do it. I feel like it's just very empowering to know that we can instead of feeling that we're less than we are because that's what people tell us.
I've been looking for a gym for years that has all the components of nutrition, mind, body, spirit, and I finally found it here at Ekata. Sifu Ed, Sifu Joanne has devised programs that complement each other: nutrition, meditation, fitness, cardio, strength training. It's been a wonderful experience. Particularly the meditation has been tremendous for me. So I love it here.
A friend asked me to come visit Ekata, and it's been a totally different experience than any gym that I had ever attended, and I wasn't looking for something like that. The first class my daughter and I joined, everyone in the class came and introduced themselves, and I felt so welcomed, and I have continued to feel like that. It feels more like a community, a family, than people exercising, and I've loved that community feel. And within that, I have not only lost weight, which has been a great benefit. But I think the thing that stands out most in my mind is how strong I've become. And it physically, I'm shocked at the things that I can accomplish that I never thought I could accomplish before. And it has been fun getting to know my daughter more as we exercise together. And I also have a younger child attending the children's or the teens group, and just to watch her become strong and watch her learn respect and to just enjoy meeting other children and work together to achieve goals has been a wonderful experience. And I'm glad that someone brought me here.
My kids and I have been here about 5 years. We're definitely glad Ekata is a part of the boys' life because, it builds their character, keeps them in shape. Most importantly, it gives them a sense of commitment to accomplish something, and I'm glad that they have that in them, which will help in their school and college and work life in the future. For myself, the physical part is a great stress reliever, and for me, I personally have type 2 diabetes, so it really helps keep me in control. And more importantly, what I get, the mindfulness from Sifu Ed's teaching, that probably helps me even more than the martial arts, which I love. So I do recommend it because it helps our whole family, and thank you very much.
Well, I've noticed since Braden's been at Ekata that he has really started to emulate a lot of the qualities and values that I wanted to teach him as a parent. He is starting to be a lot more respectful, showing compassion for himself and others, so his friends and teachers and other adults as well. He's also learned how to protect himself, and as a parent that's really important to me, that he's safe, and that if he were ever to be in a situation where he was bullied or someone was attempting to attack him or hurt him, that he'd be able to defend himself. And so he's really been able to learn how to protect himself, but also keep those healthy boundaries as well. I've noticed a huge change in his self-esteem. He's much more confident in himself. He's able to speak in a way that is respectful to others, and his manners have improved. I'm just so grateful for Ekata. They've really made a difference in his life as well as our life as a family. So thank you.
I want to do martial arts because I want people to see me, and I don't want this, but I would most likely look like I can't do much, so they would go up to me and maybe attack me, and then I really want to catch them by surprise and hit them. And then I really want them to be afraid of me because I don't look like much because I'm really skinny. But I want to be able to catch them by surprise and to show that girls can do stuff that men can do.
I want to do martial arts and self-defense because I want to be strong, because I'm not very strong compared to all of the other people at my school. And I just think it would be fun, punching a bag, just being strong and being able to defend yourself. I just think is a great thing to be able to know how to do.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I know that I did, and I so greatly appreciate it when I hear the benefit that people were deriving from our program. And I'm really so happy to announce where we're moving toward. The new directions that we're moving in just continue to build on the theme that we've established before. Catherine Schwartzbaum is running Whole Family Wellness. We announced its launch yesterday, and this is going to be a wellness center that incorporates medical weight loss, but more from a holistic perspective. The idea is this is going to be like a Lindora, but without the chemical additives and medication. This is something that's going to be completely natural, and this is Catherine's specialization, functional medicine as a registered nurse. Functional medicine has to do with preventative care and really addressing disease states from the root cause. We're very excited about the beginning of this venture, and she told us a little bit more about that yesterday. But I just wanted to let you know that this is getting ready to happen, and ultimately, where we want to go with this is being able to implement insurance billing for many of the services that we offer here. Additionally, Mr. Kurt Sandoval, who is a sports reporter and anchor for Channel 7 News, announced our wonderful partnership with Velocity Sports Performance. Many of you know that our gym sits dormant many of the hours during the day. Velocity specializes in sports performance training for youth and adults. So we're very excited to be able to bring this new merger in with Ekata. It is going to be a great union because the whole idea of mindfulness coincides with athletics perfectly and performance-based athletics. So this is something that will allow us to provide an even greater service to our members so that they can run circuits in the gym of groups or small groups or private training. Now, the reason I called this meeting was to really talk about where we're going, but where we are. And where we are right now is balancing like the elephant. This is a slide which actually addresses the realities of what we deal with on a day-to-day basis. So let's take a look at this. Gold's average membership is about 5,000. So this is for around a 30,000 square foot space. LA Fitness, 6,000 to 8,000 members for a 25,000 square foot space. Planet Fitness, 6,000 members for a 15,000 square foot space. You know how many people we have? We have 340 for a 12,500 square foot space. Now, we can very easily accommodate 1,000 people in this space, really with no problem. We did this in West Hollywood at a gym that Siva Joanne and I ran previously. We had 5,280 square feet, and we had 1,000 members. Let's talk about some of the differences and why we can accommodate this. First off, we want you here. The average gym doesn't want you there. They want you to sign up, pay for the membership, and then never show up again. You guys know this because you've seen it many times and probably done it yourself many times. The difference with us is that we really want you in the building achieving your goals. That's the whole point of this. We offer free childcare. No other place does that. We offer free monthly personal training. Most places will give you a private training session because they're going to try to sell you a private training package. That's the whole point of doing that. It's a hook. We don't do that. We want to give you a training program so that you'll be successful, and then we give you monthly check-ins and re-ups so that you can do it. And this is for free. Now, this is not for free for us. The average training session in Santa Clarita is $80 an hour. You have no testing fees for anything based on what we teach as a true curriculum. Now, if any of you guys have ever been a part of another martial arts school, you know that typical testing is between $20 to $50 per test, moving up to hundreds of dollars for a black belt test. The only place that we charge is as a black belt. Everything else is just simply part of the tuition. You have unlimited classes. Not one class costs this much, two classes cost this much, three classes cost this much. This is something that is completely a part of the package, unlimited classes. You have free meditation classes for anybody who wants to attend at any time. We have a Train Your Brain curriculum, a lecture that I provide on the science behind mindfulness that's open to anyone once a month. We have complimentary nutritional counseling with a registered nurse. We have an after-school program. We have music, guitar lessons, piano lessons. We have incredible instructors who have been very well trained. Our youngest instructor is 18 years old, but he's been with us for since he was 9 years old. This is much different than an instructor who's 22 that has a weekend certification. These people are experienced and they know what they're doing. Our facility is spotless. It's just like it was when we opened the doors 3 years ago. We have complimentary tea and filtered water. Why don't you see filtered water, the good filtered water at other gyms? Because they want you to buy bottled water to increase profit margins. And Ekata employs 25 employees. I want to keep those people employed. Now, you guys know me, and I tell the truth to a fault. So that's why I'm talking to you right now. Here's where we are. You saw how many people go to those other gyms. People don't know about us. We are running at a $12,000 to $15,000 deficit every single month. We can't sustain it. Now, what does that equate to? Our average membership cost is $129. If we have 116 people, we surmount that obstacle. Now, here's how we can get there. First, I need your help. I've put in $650,000 to our facility, but I'm afraid I'm out. So here's what I'm asking from you. I'm going to offer something that we call the Mindfulness Challenge. For 60 days, I'm going to give you a program design. It's going to incorporate fitness, nutrition, meditation, and we're going to quantify this through the use of a stress quiz, a mindfulness quiz, body composition analysis, and nutritional consultation. In exchange for this service, what I'm asking is from every member to contribute $49 to $99 for the next 2 months. Now, if you bring in a member who signs up, you'll get your money back. I'm really asking that everybody pitch in on this because this will allow us to be able to surmount this very large obstacle that we have of getting past our deficit. And I'm asking your help to bring that member in. Because if everybody does pitch in, remember, all we need is 116 members. Now, one of the ways that we can do this collectively is by everybody pitching in on social media. When you come in the door, please check in on Facebook. Now, listen, I understand about Facebook because I'm not the most technically savvy guy in the world, but I'm learning about this. If you need a hand with that, just ask any of us because I've learned how to do it. If I can learn how to do it, I know for sure you can do it. So you check in on Facebook. You snap a picture or take a little video of something that you experience here every time you come in and you share it with your friends. Now that's how it's going to proliferate. Every single day, I have people walk in here and say, wow, what a great place. I never knew it was here. That's what we hear all the time. And what we've got to get is you sending this out on your social media streams, not just us doing that, because we have a limited scope of people within that circle. But if we go out with everybody, then people become more conscious of us. We're also going to have check-in signs for all of our classes. So if you come in and you take a kettlebell class, click, you take a little snapshot of that sign saying that you burned 850 calories, and you post it on your social media so that your friends all know that you did that. Now, I really appreciate you guys listening to this. I know it's taken about 20 minutes of your time, but I have to offer my appreciation and my gratitude. Seafood Joanne, Seafood Casey, and I are absolutely blessed to have you as friends. We're blessed to have this opportunity, and we are blessed to have such a wonderful staff. And thank you for giving us this opportunity. And I want to thank God for giving this opportunity. Many of you guys who know me, I know that I'm a strong believer, and I don't believe that I could do any of this stuff without God's help. So He's first on the list. And again, thank you so much for listening to this presentation.